But still to come now at 6, it's the start of the Jazz Jubilee, and Dave's live for us in Old Sac with a look at your holiday forecast when we come back. All right, Dave Bender's in Old Sacramento for the start of the Jazz Jubilee. How's it looking, Dave?
The Delta breeze is kicking in. Temperatures are dropping. The weekend should be just wonderful for whatever you want to do, and especially if you want to come down to all the venues and here in Old Sacramento, of course, for the Jazz Jubilee for 2003. Now, I'm a musician. I play the drums, and and in the 70s, I was just I was basically in swaddling clothes in the 70s. But I met a guy here who's got an instrument from a guy named Chapman. This is Michael K. What is this thing? It is so cool.
This instrument is called the stick, the Chapman stick. It was invented in the mid-70s by Emmett Chapman in Woodland Hills, California.
Now, what is it a combination of? Because it doesn't look like a sitar or a guitar. It's how many strings? It's got a boatload of strings, too.
It has 12 strings. It's the newest member of the stringed instrument and guitar family of instruments, but it's unlike the others because it's played by just tapping and holding strings to frets instead of plucking or strumming. It's an entirely new technique.
And what's neat about it is it actually sounds like you've got an entire orchestra, and you got one guy. So that's kind of cool. Will you play something for us while we do the weather?
Happy to.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to just back out of the way, and we'll just listen to. Listen to this. This is so cool. I feel like I'm doing the weather here at the lovely blue room of the Ramada Inn down here, yes, in Old Sacramento. Now, again, we're listening to a Chapman stick here. Very cool, and Michael K. is playing that for us. And let's talk a little bit about our temperatures. The high today at 97 degrees. Right now we got 94, so the hottest day so far this year, and the Delta breeze is helping to cool things down. He looks way cool right there, too. 95 in Stockton, Modesto, 98, mid-90s for Marysville. Humidity at 39%, the dew point 64, southwest Delta breeze at 14, and the barometer is steady. Before we jump off in the maps, let's listen just a little bit more here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and go from that shot to the Pacific View. Thank you so much. On the Pacific View, you see some clouds on the approach. That's the cool down that will be working our way, and that, of course, will bring in a few clouds. We're also looking at a few cloud buildups in the higher elevation. Don't be surprised if that occurs if you're going camping up there in the Sierra over the next couple of days. But the big story will be the 90s are out of here. We're heading toward the 80s, and right now, if you listen to the music, we're back into the 70s. Here we go again. All right, let's take a look at our forecast for tomorrow. For Sacramento, some patchy morning low clouds, otherwise partly cloudy, upper 80s in Sacramento. Good-looking day tomorrow, Folsom at 86. For the northern San Joaquin Valley, we're looking at partly cloudy skies for our Saturday, cooling it down out of the 90s to the mid-80s around Stockton, 87 Modesto, 88 for Turlock. To the foothills, partly cloudy, definitely cooler than today. Highs tomorrow in the upper 70s on into the low to mid-80s. For the Sierra, partly cloudy, slight chance of a late-day thunder boomer right along the crest line. Low 70s for Truckee and South Shore, low 80s for Yosemite. To the northern Sacramento Valley, partly cloudy, not as warm as today. Higher elevations could see a late-day thunderstorm. Temperatures range throughout the 80s. And over toward the coast, some morning low clouds, maybe a little fog, then partly cloudy skies, low 60s for San Francisco, mid-60s for Monterey, 84 for Clear Lake and Lakeport. And your 5-day forecast says things are looking very nice, and we warm it up just in time to go back to work. That is just the neatest thing ever. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And you're going to be down here, and you've got CDs and stuff like that to show people. And you'll be with Dewey coming up when?
On Friday, June the 6th. That's 6 a.m. Yeah. I'll be here at the Jazz Festival over by the Public Market and Sammy's Luggage for the next 4 days. I've got a new CD out, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Very cool. And, if you can play this in the afternoon, I can't wait to hear you at 6 in the morning. All right. Oh, yeah, the man's a master. Back to you. Have a great night.
Oh, boy. Can't wait to get down there. Thank you, Dave. And we hope you have a wonderful evening yourselves.
Okay.
Please go down to the Jazz Jubilee. We'll see you there. Good night.